Hey guys, welcome to Intoxicated with So True, and today I got Jeff.
What's up, man?
What's going on?
Glad to be here, brother. Thank you.
I'm glad to have you. Let's
Yeah.
fucking rock on.
Let's do this thing, man.
I wanted to learn a little bit more about you. So I know that you're on radio for Pretoria Fields, also along with Brandon and Crystal
Right.
and Dave and all them.
Yes.
So I guess more, what is your radio show about?
Oh, man, my show is, it started out just going to be my gym set list, and it turned into, I like to play independent artists, man. I feel like we're an independent radio station, so I'm just always seeking independent artists to play their music, man. So,
Yeah, so.
And local people, I want to be a voice for all them, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, so like, speaking of like, you like playing like new artists and upcoming artists and stuff like that. We've been on a kick where I use Apple Music, so we've been listening to like new bands on Apple Music.
And
there's some good, actually some really good artists out there that you don't even know about.
It's unreal, man. There's millions of them, dude.
Yeah.
You can't listen to it all.
Yeah, I got stuck into a trend where I would just listen to stuff I've known. And it's just stuff, so I'm listening to anything from back in like the 60s probably,
Right.
all the way maybe 2010. And then not listening anything newer than that.
Right. And there's still good music, man.
That's all good music, but it's
Yeah.
like, I need something new in my life.
Yeah.
You know?
That's where I'm at too. I feel that same way. It's just it's an accident, man. People just started finding me on Facebook and started saying, "Hey, man, would you play my stuff?" And then I go listen to it, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'll play your stuff." You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll play it. Sure.
You're right?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, and then there's a bunch of local bands that are just phenomenal.
We've got so much music in Albany, man. This whole area is just
And I think
Cairo, Albany, Tallahassee. We're in a good spot, man.
I've talked about it. I think I talked about it with Brandon about how it died off for a while, but it's back on the uprise now of music in the area.
I think so. Yeah, it feels like it. We're trying so hard to build it back up here too. I mean, at Pretoria Fields, they're trying to become a venue for it and build that back up. Yeah.
Yeah, so you got Pretoria Fields, Lee Pub.
Yeah, there's a lot of good places
Harvest
now. There's a lot of good places. I just know more because I'm involved at Pretoria Fields a little bit. I know we're working hard there to try to, to springboard and get people coming in, and all different genres and stuff
and
too.
if you're new, the O is the one place that will give someone a chance.
Yeah, and that's a pretty cool little venue too.
Yeah.
I like Lee Pub, man.
Lee Pub is.
That's pretty kicking little spot.
Yeah, Lee Pub is, and then another one that of course, Tifton Pub.
Yeah, the Lamplighter over there, and then Pretoria Fields. Yeah, Pretoria Fields, man. Yeah.
With you, if there are new artists, I mean, we could probably come to you now and get if you like it, throw it on the air.
I'll do it, man. Yeah, if y'all find something that y'all like, man, kick it to me, and for sure.
I think most of the bands here so far are mostly cover bands. They do a lot of covers. But
and so that's the other thing. I'm not huge on cover stuff, but I mean, I love finding people that are doing their own thing. You know what I mean? Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. So
yeah, but I mean,
writing their own music and.
Preferably, I mean, because there's just so much cover stuff out there. But like 95, man, they're a fantastic band, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of energy.
I wish they would do some original stuff. You know what I mean? But they're gonna come. We're gonna hang out one day in the studio too. We tried to do it once and it just didn't work out. Some stuff happened, but yeah.
We'll get around to it. I'll talk to the guys.
Yeah. I'm down to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So your show's on Tuesdays.
Tuesday nights from 8 to 10. And I kind of roll in and do a little stuff from 7 to 8, just uninterrupted music. You know what I mean? But I'm not live. I just like to throw in a lot of these artists that I found to give them another chance to play. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So 8 to 10, and then from 7 to 8 is uninterrupted.
Usually. What's up, puppy?
Yeah. So that's all good stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I enjoy doing that, man, and I didn't know that's what I was going to be doing. You know what I mean? It just kind of, all that kind of accidentally happened.
Yeah, so you just told me that.
Yeah, I'm even accidentally on the radio, dude.
Accidentally on the radio.
Yeah.
So how do you accidentally
man,
be on the radio?
you just meet people, right?
Right.
So And Pretoria Fields is cool like that. So you kind of all sit together, right? How the place is set up. You've got all these picnic tables and everything. So you end up sitting with people at a picnic table, and you don't know who they are. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm just kind of an outgoing person, so I meet people, and I met Brandon and Dave, and and they were actually a Thursday night. They were doing their show. I can't remember what I was over there for. Maybe there was a live band outside or something, and I was there for that. And Brandon and them were doing a show in there, and they came out, and for Brandon to smoke, you know what I mean? He likes to smoke his Black and Milds or whatever, so he came out. And we kind of met, and then they're like, well, dude, you're cool. You want to come in and talk on the radio? And then, so that kind of happened. And then the following Thursday, I came back. And, hey, that's Jeff, man. You want to come in and talk on the radio again? And then, you know, just after.
It just kept happening.
Yeah, after a few times, man, I was like a guest for them. And then a few times. And then they were like, well, you know, we have a couple of nights open. We could, you know. And I'm like, shoot.
Teach you the ropes and kind of.
Yeah, well, I kind of just, I kind of played with them. And, you know.
Yeah, and because I know Wednesday's the night that no one's really there, right?
Yeah, there's nobody on Wednesdays anymore. We did have somebody.
Yeah, I've played around with it. I was like,
it's fun, man.
Idea, but
yeah,
I'm just like, I don't know.
It's more work than you think, but it's such a blast, man. I just have fun doing it. Yeah.
That's why. I mean, that is why I do the podcast, because this right here to me is.
It's fun, right?
It's fun. I mean, there's a couple things. I'm always meeting people. So I'm always meeting people. I'm always getting to learn about them.
Right.
And then on top of it, I get to freaking drink. So
that's right. Hey, the show is Intoxicated. With Soap. Yeah, hold on. I'll drink to that.
So.
Oh. Yeah. That right there.
Yeah, that's
a good drink right appreciate there. That, man.
It'll take the edge off for sure.
Yeah.
So.
But, yeah, man, my whole deal with the radio was just accident, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, so, like I said, yours was an accident. If I would have went in there, I would probably call it an accident, too, because I started off with Crystal on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, and now her show kicks ass, dude.
And I've been up there a couple times now. So we did the one for...
They'll hang out a little late up there on Saturdays, too, yeah.
We left at, 4?
Oh, yeah, the birds might still be chirping, you know.
Yeah. Like, you leaving there at 4 and getting home as the sun comes up.
Yeah,
you're like, what?
They're great people, man, too.
Yeah.
And so that's what I just felt like at home with them. You know what I mean? Just and so
they're great people.
Yeah, the whole radio station, everybody in there, man, is good.
Yeah, everyone gets along and jives.
Yeah, and we're kind of an odd mix in a way, but you know what I mean? I mean, you got Oren's a blues guy, you know what I mean?
He's a blues, and then
Crystal's a metal person.
Metal.
And
then Sippy goes back and forth.
He's kind of I see him I want to say I feel like his real vibe is like classic rock, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
which it's hard to say that Guns N' Roses stuff's classic rock now, but it is, right? Yeah, so.
Or Motley Crue.
Motley Crue, that's classic now, right? Ozzy Osbourne, you know, that kind of. When I was, younger, I was thinking, well, Black Sabbath was classic rock, but now the stuff that I listen to is classic rock.
Right,
so
exactly.
I'm old, man. So
I'm just waiting for the day that they say Green Day is classic.
Oh,
rock.
We're getting close.
I was like, because they were in the '90s.
Yeah, we're getting
close. They're still making.
They're making music now.
But that shit there is gonna be mind-boggling. It's Green Day's classic now.
Yeah, we're getting close, bro. We're almost there, man. You'll have little white stuff popping up in your beard before too long.
I mean, yeah.
That's why I keep mine shaved off, bro. It's got too much salt in there, you know.
Too much salt. Yeah.
Just got too much salt. The little white, salt and pepper. I got more salt than pepper now, so. Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't get that. I mean, so far the trend in my family is we keep our hair color for a while. So.
Okay, well, good. Yeah.
Yeah. I got them good genes, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like I earned a little white hairs that's popping in there, you know.
You know, every once in a while, that shows your wisdom, right?
I don't know about that, but it shows.
Shoot. Or does it just show your stress level?
Yeah, some of that.
Some of that?
Yeah. No, I have a lot of fun, man. Yeah, and then going back to the radio thing, like I say, I started out, man, like I'm a little bit of a gym rat, so I just wanted to play. Everybody's like, well, what are you going to do? What's your show going to be? And I said, I don't know, man. And then I come up with a name. I'm like, well, I lift weights, I'm a pump. So it's the Tuesday pump session.
Yeah.
And that's just, that's what I came up with.
Yeah,
And
so
yeah, for like a couple of weeks I didn't have a name, you know what I mean? Then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, well, I'm going to be the pump session. And so I got played music. Interesting that I played music that I like to hear while I'm in the gym working out.
right.
And then a year later, like I feel like I was on the edge, the cutting edge, right? So like a year later, I go into the gym and that music's now playing at the gym over their speakers. But
Oh,
I was
shoot.
listening to it a year ago and playing it on our radio station, you know.
Yeah,
So,
right.
so I feel like I was out in front of all that, you know, in a way. But
Which is awesome.
kind of
So,
weird, right? I
kinda
mean,
weird and
and it was
awesome, so-
accident. I mean, it's just what I like to listen to. And then the whole deal now has become this independent artist thing, you know. So
Yeah.
and that was even an accident too. So you know,
Right. I mean, everything. I think everything just starts falling in place because even where this
If-
podcast, where we started, to where I am now,
if you're in the right spot, it just
Yeah.
like stuff clicks.
I
Yeah.
have my buddy Ryan, who you probably know, Planet X.
Yes.
Yeah, he talks about rubbing elbows. Rubbing.
Well,
elbows.
it is.
And
It's networking and
and
making friends, and it opens so many
so-
doors, man.
So, because I mean, I have gone from just being here to not really knowing no one because one, of course, I was in the military. I didn't know anyone.
Right.
So coming back, I've been back home since like March 21 or something like that.
Okay, so only a couple years, yeah.
Yeah, a couple years, and I'm talking about it is.
Your friend group is like,
It
yes.
is getting bigger and bigger.
You start. Now tell me, is it overwhelming sometimes for you?
It really is.
Yeah, you start feeling like you're getting pulled this way, you're getting pulled that. You know,
that's something me and her actually
Yeah.
talked about on the way to
it's
the
tough.
party.
It's
is
tough, man. Yeah.
We have this now. Like before, it was like there's nothing going on. Nothing at all.
Yeah, our life's
right?
boring.
'Cause
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't know enough people.
Yeah,
And
you're
then
just
next thing you know this one person. So okay, now there's one thing going on. We're gonna go do that one thing.
exactly.
Now,
Yeah.
speaking now, there's 4 or 5 things going on, and you have to pick and choose,
have to
or try to say, I'm
Try
gonna
to make a circuit, you know,
make
or
a
something.
circuit.
Yeah.
Like,
It's difficult, man. That's where the white hairs start coming in.
Yeah,
It's happening. It's gonna happen. No, I'm just-
yeah,
Yeah.
So like we're
Yeah.
trying to make there be a band at this place.
Yeah,
a
and
band
you wanna see everybody, right? You don't want anybody to be mad or you
yeah,
know.
like why didn't you come? Well, I was doing this.
I was trying, man. I wanted to come so bad, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, and
like
if you get started, like if you do get started like doing radio or something, and then it even gets harder, right? Because
Yeah.
I've got people now in Huntsville, Alabama, that like send me invites to stuff. Seattle, Washington, you know what I mean? Just
you talk
yeah,
about
I showed you
some-
that. I mean, these people were sending me invites to come and see their stuff because I played their music on the radio,
Right.
or whatever, and then I'm like, dude, there's no way I can go to Seattle tomorrow. You know, I mean,
I can't go.
yeah, but they want to include me though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
which
yeah.
it's an honor that
Yeah,
they
it
wanna
is. It
include
is.
you into something.
Yeah, and then they'll tell me, I know you're not going to be able to come, but I'm going to send you an invite anyway. So
Yeah.
and I have went. I went to Huntsville one time and had a good time over there.
Yeah, if it's not too far away.
Well, that's 6 hours. You know, I
Yeah.
drove pretty far, but yeah, that's kind of what sprung the independent radio thing for me.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that trip. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just hooked up, like you said, rubbed elbows and got hooked
Next thing
into
you
a
know,
network of
those-
people.
Some of those independent artists are gonna be the big time.
Oh, I
one
think
day.
so. Yeah, I think so. And then so if you get hooked up with one of them accidentally or just however, like for me, I felt like
Yeah.
it was an accident. Somebody liked to post on Facebook and
And there's a lot. I'm just speaking from what I've
millions.
heard. So there's a lot of major artists that have came from this area.
There is. Oh yeah.
Like and
I mean, Luke Bryan, Philip
yeah.
Phillips,
So Joe
Ray Charles. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
there's a long history of it too. Yeah.
Joe who works with Ryan and
Oh yeah, yeah.
Joe was
yeah.
his mentor. The one he does.
Exactly. Yeah, I like Joe. Yeah, they're good
Joe
people. Yeah.
knows so many big time artists.
Right.
That it's just crazy to know that.
Yeah. Well, we should
Like
tap
this-
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that this area has all them artists coming up, so that's the independent thing too.
Yeah,
Those
well-
artists are gonna be. There's some of them that are just gonna make it.
Yeah, it's so weird. I listen to so many of them play, and
Mhm.
I'm like, how in the world are you guys not already, you know,
Right.
on the radio somewhere other than?
Have you heard Silver Still? That
I have the one that Crystal and them found, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
they're amazing. They're gonna
So-
actually
so-
come to Pretoria Fields too, I think.
right? Yep, they'll be there September 30th.
I'm
which is
excited
where
for
I'm
that.
going
Yeah,
to.
that's
So,
I'm excited
yeah.
for that. Yeah,
Yeah, like to me, they have like almost a Saliva vibe and stuff.
they
like
do, man. Yeah, there's so much music out there, man, and these people are on Spotify and places with less than 1,000 people following them or something.
That. Right.
Yeah.
But just and that's the gyms you're looking for. So they're gonna come up and
So
play,
now
and
people
then,
in South Georgia's hearing them. They've played on our radio station.
we got the Velcro Pygmies coming too, and like I just seen they were in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yeah, they get around a pretty good bit.
So,
Yeah, they're a
like,
pretty good touring band. They do mostly covers though. They do all covers.
It's
They're like an
mostly,
'80s covers kind of deal. I've never seen them live, so I'm excited. I'll get to see them.
I seen them in Tifton at their show they just had.
Oh, I did. Yeah, that was the other day, right?
Right, that was the other day.
It was a good show.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
The dude, the lead singer of
Yes.
the band, he's very entertaining, and
Right.
he grabs people.
Yeah, he puts on a show. Yeah,
He
that's
puts
what
on a show. It was.
I've
it was
heard
kinda
things like he
funny.
sticks blow pops in girls' mouths and stuff like that.
Yeah, he will. He called. He pointed out this lady that was kind of older.
Yeah.
And like, cause she was out there rocking out, but her friends are just sitting there. She's like, "How about you leave your loser friends and come on up here?" It was freaking great.
Yeah, so
Like-
I like stuff like that. So
like,
I'm
so,
excited to
yeah.
see them, man. Yeah.
You got the guitar player down off the stage in middle of the crowd playing.
Oh wow, okay.
So like
New technology allows that too. You know, it used to be they had cords, but now you
Yeah,
got the
now
little
it's all Bluetooth.
you can Bluetooth to your speakers
Yeah,
and
so
they
I
can.
made the joke. So that's something 95 has done is they are
Oh yeah, they get all
wireless
out
mic-
into yeah.
wireless mic and wireless guitar. And like they get out there, but
Yeah.
the drummer's left back there.
He's stuck.
He's been back there by himself, just drumming away.
I know, yeah.
Right?
The whole band's out of the
So,
crowd somewhere, and he's back
like-
there just.
And like I thought of like big time shows, they do like some cool thing with the drummer where he
Yeah,
gets up on
and like Def Leppard, like have him roll it upside down and
Yeah.
stuff, or
who I think Tommy Lee did a roller coaster or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something
One of them
weird.
did a roller
yeah.
coaster.
Put him in a UFO, man, and let him fly across the crowd and come back.
I was like, man, they should make like a version of a drum set that's on like a little thing that they can control where they're rolling this.
Yeah,
thing,
just moving around. Yeah.
moving it around throughout the crowd and stuff.
Yeah, have you seen like the pianists that do that on like parades and stuff? There'll be like a guy playing a piano and it's like a go kart, but and he
shit.
could drive it around in the crowd. Yeah, you could do that. I guess with probably some drums. You build it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See that would be cool as shit.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
the drummer could get out there. And
yeah.
play
Maybe
some
if
stuff.
you had him like on. Yeah, it was kind of cool at Lee Pub when I went and seen them recently in '95 playing, and I gave him my glasses. I was like, I let him wear my glasses for a little. I got some video of that. That was pretty good.
Yeah. He was back there drumming away.
Yeah, he
too.
was killing it. Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, those guys put on a good show, man. I love music, man. It doesn't matter this type, you know what I mean?
Honestly, there's very few I don't listen to.
Right.
But most of the time, I'll give you a chance. You know.
Yeah.
To,
Well, I mean, for sure.
like, because if I'm not sitting here saying, all right, I'm listening to this. I mean, who knows? It could be a #1 hit, and I'm just
In the future,
never gave them a chance.
Never listen to it. Never. Well, I mean, that's the crazy thing, man, and it's interesting that there's so many of them out there without a voice. You know what I mean? If you don't go, all music was local somewhere, sometime,
At some point.
and most of them did covers and different things too. So I'm not a hater on covers. You know what I mean? I just, everybody's local to somewhere. You know what I mean?
And most bands start off doing covers.
Yeah, they have to
kinda get it going.
Well, you kind of have to, right?
then
People don't know who you are. They don't know your music, so you
Yeah.
play a Guns N' Roses cover and then slide your music in behind it. If it's you find something similar, and you kind of tease them in. You know what I mean? Oh, and this is one of our originals, bam, and then you
It's
throw.
kind of like you're being your own DJ. in a
Exactly.
sense.
Throw it in there. You've got them hooked. They all knew this song. Now, they don't know the words to your song, but it sounds kind of like that song. So they're like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, this is good. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I love live music, man. I love to watch
And
it.
then the other thing is, like, 95 always gives out koozies.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how they can afford to just keep giving stuff away, man. They don't sell a lot of like merch. I didn't see like a lot of
No,
merch for sale. So
there's
they're like
not,
giving all away tattoos
I will
and
tell you,
yeah.
Greg is phenomenal about keeping that up. He puts money away and just keeps it up.
Yeah, keeps just giving away koozies and
Yeah,
tattoos and
I mean,
things, man.
Tattoos, koozies, but it's a party. I'm telling you, like you're saying, when you go to that
Yeah.
show,
Oh no, their shows. Yeah,
they're a party.
It is. It's always fun. Yeah, he's part of the crowd sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's around behind us singing over here. You know, like dude.
He goes behind bars. It's
Absolutely. Yeah,
shit.
it's cool. Yeah,
He'll walk right behind a bar singing.
he's amazing, man.
Yeah. So And then, like, during the breaks, I play a lot of dance music. So it
Right.
goes from their party rock music
and then you get
to me getting people back up there and dancing.
doing the Cuban shuffle or something out there. Yeah.
So I try to keep the party alive when they're
Right.
trying to rest.
That's right. Well, they need a little breather here and there. And
Yeah. That's
man, no, they don't need no breathers, man. They could just play, man, all night.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they need a break. I'm just
I
playing.
mean, yeah. See, I think so. Most concerts you go to, they really a lot of times they don't take breaks, but it's like an hour and a half, maybe a 2 hour.
Yeah, they're
set.
not doing a 4-hour set.
Yeah, like, but when you're doing a 4-hour set,
Yeah, you're gonna take some breaks in there.
Yeah. Something I didn't know is when I went up and watched Ryan at Charlie B's.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that he doesn't take a break.
he doesn't really stop. I mean,
No, he
sometimes
doesn't.
he'll walk away just to go do like the bathroom or something. Yeah, but he's not shutting down to do it. Yeah,
He might throw something up so he can use the restroom.
yeah,
real quick
yeah.
and get back.
He's manning that guy, man.
But
Yeah,
he's on his board at all times.
yeah.
And
He's amazing too now. Yeah.
it's intense. I was like, I did not ever realize like.
I didn't know what went into it either. I started hanging around Ryan some, and he's like, "Well, you know, I started this many beats per minute, and then as the night goes on, we kind of start adding beats, you know, pumping you up as it goes."
Yeah,
I didn't
you
realize
gotta feel the crowd,
you
too.
kind of, and it kind of happens if you're in the crowd and you don't know that end of the thing. You're like, it's just naturally happening. You know what I mean? You don't
Yeah.
know. You're just feeling like, oh, I want to dance more and dance more. But no, he caused that because he was adding beats per minute to the thing. He was raising the level on you, and you just didn't even realize it. It's subliminal messaging, man. It's
He's taking me under his wing, and
it's
he's
crowd
like,
control.
like
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, the biggest thing is learning your music.
Yeah.
Once you know your music and you worked on your music,
The stuff that you like to play.
yeah. So like, he's like, that's what.
So you want to be a DJ? That's what's coming for you?
It's future.
I hear you. Cool,
It's
man.
a future
Yeah.
thing.
I feel
Right
you.
now, I'm actually I'm gonna start doing this karaoke for him.
Okay,
So
cool.
I might be up there at Pretoria on Friday.
Okay, yeah. I
Don't
can't
care
make it.
yet.
I feel so bad. That's one of those things we were talking about earlier, getting pulled every direction. I can't be
Yeah.
at Pretoria Fields every night. You know what I mean? But I want to. I love that place,
Yeah.
man. But
That's why we
yeah.
actually started. Me and Storm started going to karaoke's throughout the
Yeah, just trying to catch different
different ones.
Yeah.
And I swear, we were good at it for about 2-3 weeks, and then we were like, "Holy crap, we're not going tonight."
Yeah, there's too much.
We're like, we couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah, it's too much, man.
Well,
Well, first off, I mean, money is a thing, right? You can't.
yeah.
I don't have a bottomless pit of money, so yeah. If you're going to places where they're doing karaoke, you're going to drink. You're going to buy. You're going to spend money.
So we actually Leap Hub is cool. They like if you just get a Coke, they just give it to you.
Right. Okay.
Like, they'll just give you a Coca-Cola and you can just drink that for that night.
Okay.
And like there's certain places that know us.
Yeah. Well, that's right. Well, you guys. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, we could go in
I
there.
wish they knew me like that. No, they. Yeah.
Like going in. So that is another thing.
Yeah.
Bonus of when I go to places now, people are just. It's just like, yeah, here.
Yeah. Here you go.
I'm not used to that shit. Like that's like.
Yeah, it's kind of
talking
cool.
Like about famous stars.
Yeah.
Because when they go in places, they just get given stuff. Because
That's right. Well, that's because they want somebody to see them drinking their.
Right.
Yeah.
They want to see someone drinking their product.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Because it sells.
That's right.
I've been walking to places and they're like, here you go.
Yeah. Well, you're part of 95, so that's a little different. Yeah.
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 And then on top of it, when I get integrated more in Planet X.
Yeah, it will. And so people know me like that, but I just don't get the free stuff, man. I need to work my game better. I need to.
Oh, you're the radio host.
Yeah, no, they know who I am, and then I still have to pay, man.
Well, look, I'm putting your face on camera, so now they know who Jeff is.
Yeah.
You ever wonder who's behind that microphone on the radio show? He's right here.
Right here. Drinking, what are we drinking again?
A blue motherfucker.
A blue motherfucker, and he's pretty good, yeah.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Whoever made these is a pretty good.
Yeah, he might be a good bartender.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Huh?
Coffee don't look good.
Oh, it did. It did.
Yeah.
You lie.
My manager, so you guys know, the manager's over here talking shit.
Yeah, she's
so.
heckling from the sidelines over there. See, now we teamed up on her. She's going to get mad in a minute, yeah.
Yeah, she will. You just wait until you leave. It'll be.
Oh, it's going to be bad.
It's gonna be bad.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
It's okay. I deal with it.
Yeah, yeah.
World War III's coming.
No, it ain't. It better not.
But yeah. So, anyways, that's Jeff on the radio. So
Yeah, that's
but
me,
now,
yeah.
what does Jeff like to do on his free time?
Man, we were just talking about some of it. I like to go
Yeah.
see like 95. I like to go around and try to catch music, which is, I would say, it's kind of part of the job, but at the same time, I just love to do it. So
Yeah.
that and I do the gym, man. I'm in the gym.
You said
yeah,
you're a gym rat.
yeah, I'm a
Do
gym
you
rat.
got like a workout schedule? Like you do a certain thing?
I do a different muscle group each day of the week. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
each
it. Yeah, yeah, I'm weird, bro.
I mean, no, that's normal. Different
Yeah.
muscle group is
Yeah.
definitely normal.
Well, I mean, people do a lot of different things. Like I try to work out with other people sometimes too, just to see. Like Jason Leitner over at Pretoria Fields. I don't know if you know him. He used to work at like Tony's gym in Albany or something. But yeah, he does push days, pull days. So people are on different agendas, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I'm not really a body. I guess I'm a bodybuilder, but I'm not a body. You know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have any aspirations to go on stage or anything, but I'm still doing that work. The same work.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. I know. Like when I used
Yeah.
to go, I always warm up on a treadmill,
Yeah.
stretch, warm up on a treadmill, do
I'm
whatever.
terrible. I'm terrible, man. I don't stretch or none of that.
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah,
I should. I really should. Yeah.
And then I'll go do whatever day it is, arm day, leg
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. And so I treat certain muscle groups different ways, right? Chest.
And I never do the same arm day. I always switch
you
it up.
you switch it up.
I like doing muscle confusion stuff.
Well, I'll do that too. It's good to do that. I get stuck in a rut sometimes. Like Mondays is chest.
Mhm.
Every Monday that's chest. Tuesday is now it's radio. It used to be arm day, so
Yeah.
I skip arm day to do radio.
Oh Lord.
If you missed the sippy cup, he would say I'm skipping leg day. But I actually do the leg day. But yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Like you see all those memes about.
Yeah, I know.
you
That's
skip
why.
one,
Yeah,
you
yeah, and
skip
that's why
one.
he's on me about that. And I'm like, no, dude. Tuesday's actually arm day. I usually do arms. So now Wednesday used to be leg day. Now it's arm day.
Mhm.
So kind of I do skip leg day. Kind of it gets moved off, but I alternate legs and back different weeks. So
Yeah.
I can't go every day. So summertime I slack up, man. I do about 3 days a week in the summertime,
Yeah.
and I go a couple hours a day too.
Honestly,
So,
I think
yeah.
3 days is enough.
I'll do 5 or 6 from November until beach time,
Mhm.
March or whatever. I'll do.
Wintertime now that it probably needs a.
Yeah, I'm killing it during the winter. From November on, like after you eat the big dinner at November, that's my cue. I start working really hard then. I go
Yeah.
crazy. 5, 6 days a week, 2, 3 hours a day. Yeah,
Yeah, manager says that's too much.
that's not. It's look, and people were like, "How do you find the energy?" It gives me energy though.
No, it's a natural energy.
It gives
So,
it to
like-
me. When I first started, it was really hard, and then after I started going, then it just got so much easier. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I feel like I feel better. I
No,
could
yeah.
I could work out longer today. And then
Definitely. Like
then it becomes a habit, right? So once it's a habit, then you just stick with the habit. Then
Mhm.
it doesn't matter if you're motivated today or not. It's just
Yeah, it's just you do this on this day at this time.
it's the same, every day.
Yeah.
It's dedication instead of
And
motivation.
It's always on your mind too. It's like, oh,
You feel
Jeff.
bad if you don't go, yeah.
Yeah.
And so once you get started doing that, it becomes a habit. And then you'll be like me. You'll be just stuck in there forever, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
The radio stole me away from it a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, and also when I go, I only do like an hour. I think an hour is.
That's plenty. If you're working out by yourself, an hour's plenty.
Yeah.
You can kill a muscle group in an hour if you wanted to. Yeah.
But like I said, I do run, and I usually, if I have a little bit more in me, I'll do another run to kind of.
Yeah, at the end.
At the end to kind of.
I run some, but not in the gym anymore. I used to get on the treadmills and run and do bikes in there, and I just got to where I don't do that. Now
Yeah.
I go run trails at the state parks or something.
See, that's fun. I've
Yeah.
done a couple of trails.
Yeah, I like to run trails and.
I used to, when I lived in Savannah, I would run the parks in Savannah.
Really, yeah.
Because
So
they had one part that was exactly a mile all the way around it.
right, so
So
yeah,
I don't know how they got that perfect.
It
but
worked
was like
out.
a mile.
yeah,
So you run 2 of them. You ran your 2 miles per day, and then
yeah. And then, man, this year's been crazy. I ran the half marathon in Albany this year.
oh hell, I
Yeah.
can't do 13 miles. 13, right? That's a half marathon.
13.1, yeah.
Yeah, that's too much.
I got talked into it. I was supposed to do it last year, and I wussed out.
Yeah.
This year they didn't let me wuss out. I had to do it. We kind of team ran, so it was okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't think I could do it, and then I realized now I can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
The longest run I've done, I did a 4 mile in like 36 minutes.
that's pretty solid. Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
That's
dead.
under 10-minute miles. So yeah.
I was toast.
I average about 10.5 minutes just on a jog pace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I see people are running 6.5 minute miles, dude.
Oh no, yeah.
That's
being
ridiculous.
Military,
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Being military, it's like
Yeah.
so I've had a friend run 2 miles in 10 minutes, and I'm just like, you have.
So you had to run in the military, though. So
Yeah.
that's why you maybe don't do it so much now, right?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
forced to run.
Yeah. So now you're like,
So it was like, and it was always on the back of your head because
it's like being forced to eat carrots when you're a kid. When you get
Mhm.
grown, you're like, I ain't eating no damn carrots because I ain't got to. Yeah.
Yeah, nope, I don't eat carrots right now either.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
because,
just yeah.
you forced me to eat them damn things.
Yeah, that's
I don't
right. So
want-
you forced me to run. I ain't gonna do it now, but yeah.
Yeah, right. And then you talked about
I also like the kayaks.
Yeah,
you know?
kayaking.
Yeah, and so
that's something I've never actually done.
it's really fun and peaceful, man. It's just you and a boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and just pick and choose where you go. I like to put mine in the ocean. I fish.
The ocean.
Yeah, I go to the ocean. I go to St. Mark's a lot, and
So like, any waves ever come in? And,
I have turned over once out there. Yeah, but for the most part, I enjoy that, man. It's like a workout. So I do back day. I do back day on the ocean in my kayak, right?
You got the paddle, and that's
Yeah,
all back.
Yeah, and so I've got a couple of fishing spots marked. I've got a little fish finder on there, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna paddle a mile. I can go 3 miles an hour on that thing, man, full speed. That's hard as I can go. Well, according to my fish finder, it's telling me I'm going, 3 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's not that fast, but
Yeah.
it feels like you're booking.
I'm giving it hell, and I can go 3 miles in 1 hour. So you don't have that much time to fish, right? So you paddle, you go a mile out. It was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You already got time invested in there. If I went 3 miles, that was 1 hour of my fishing day. See?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I paddle out 1 mile and fish, and then paddle another mile and fish. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Mhm.
the day is gone, but it's fun, man. I do like doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, you
Yeah,
should
yeah.
try it, man. I've got 4 kayaks, dude.
You got 4. So we are more than happy to go out.
Yeah, I've got 2 really nice ones and a couple of like less expensive ones, but I've been trying to get some other people to go with me. And
I would love to
I've
go.
just run out of time, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to put everybody together at the same time and be able to
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and see, I know, because I've lived all over the place. So in Arizona, they had river where you go on the river with a kayak,
Right.
and they would literally drop you off at
And
the
then
beginning
come pick you up at the other
and
end.
pick you up at the end of it.
And you rent their kayaks. See,
And
in
you
my
rent-
case, I have a kayak, so I can't leave it.
Yeah.
So I either have to paddle a distance and then come back, or
Right.
have somebody on shore, drive down like you're.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I guess you could have somebody that stayed and went to a different landing or something, picked you
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense to do that probably. I have never done that. I
Yeah,
want.
that's
I
on
want
the Colorado River, which
Yeah.
they do a lot of.
Which they
stuff.
do it at the Flint. They do kayak excursions on the Flint and Albany
Really?
too. Yeah, I've seen people doing it down there. When we run the marathon, there was people going by on kayaks. I'm like, damn, there's people on kayaks out there.
It's crazy. So if talking about that stuff in Albany, there is so much stuff going
And people
on
just
that I don't understand. I mean, and I used to be one of them people that just stayed at home all the
Yeah.
time. But there's so much stuff going on in Albany, and you gotta pay for gas and stuff to get
right.
there.
Well, you do, yeah.
But on the first Friday of every month,
At the amphitheater,
the amphitheater on Flint River,
free concert, right?
free concert,
Good bands too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went and seen Thomas Merritt there.
Thomas kicks ass.
Yeah, Thomas is amazing.
Yeah.
That was my first time seeing that band.
Yeah, they're good.
So
when it's the full band, they're it's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
But just all the free shit that is these
Yeah, you just-
communities are putting on.
Just show up, man. All you gotta-
Tifton, the car show,
Yeah, they're doing.
completely free. Seen Voco Premium, that's probably something you usually pay for.
Oh yeah. You don't see
Guaranteed, I'll usually pay for it.
You got to
Guess
pay a
what?
cover to see the Pygmies usually. Yeah.
Guess what? That
Yeah.
was completely free.
You didn't have to
see
pay.
all the cars for free. See that for free.
Wow.
I mean, just so all these communities around us
Yeah.
are doing free events.
There's plenty to do
They
around here.
just did the Fourth of July one here
Yeah.
on the 30th.
Oh yeah, at the Marine base. Y'all went to
Well,
that?
we did the Marine base last week, but Sylvester just put one on 30th.
Oh okay.
And
Here in town.
Here in
Yeah.
Sylvester, they did a big show here, and everything is free.
Yeah.
So stop staying at home and go out and support.
Yeah,
your
well,
community.
and what's funny is you got people, these people, there's a lot of them too. There's these people that go, there's nothing to do. There's
Oh,
nothing
God,
to do.
yeah.
Dude, there is so much to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
and they
You just
they sit at home and go, there's nothing to do, and then I say, well, you know what I did last week? I was at Pretoria Fields, man. There was 3 bands. It was this, that happened.
Guess what? Pretoria Fields, it's free to walk in that place.
Yeah, you can
You
walk
don't
in.
have to buy the beer.
No, you can walk in there and enjoy music or whatever's going on in there.
Right.
But,
You can even walk in there on Tuesday, pick up the headphones on the outside, and listen to Jeff live.
and I would probably see you do that and be like, hey, come in here.
Yeah.
Let's talk on the radio, man, or
Yeah.
depending on what I got going on. But
Yeah, depending on what.
if I've got other guests in there or whatever, maybe not. But, yeah, that's how I met Matthew and them,
Yeah,
95. Right. Yeah, they his girlfriend or fiance, she's out there listening to the headphones, and I'm like, I could tell she was grooving to the music, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, well, shoot, I got to. When they walked off, I went out the door. I said, hey, y'all come in here. And then, and now I know who 95 is. See, just because,
right, just off of that one little thing, and see, that's the
the
gold gems you look for. You meet one person,
and it turns into so much. Yeah,
that one person is attached to something else.
Well, that's right, and it's just networking, man.
Yeah.
I was like you. I was a loner for the longest time. I didn't introverted. I guess I've always been kind of outgoing, but I just didn't really want to go places. You know what I mean? And now I don't know what to. I need home time now. You know what I mean? I can't get home time anymore.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm most of the time like we're gone. Like there's something going on every day of the week.
It's fun. I have friends that I used to be around a lot. We go fish and do these different things. And they're like, you still running the roads? I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? I just I got involved in all this stuff, man. I can't get out of it. You know, I enjoy it, but I want to go fishing too. I just don't have time. I got to make time. You know what I mean?
Right. You gotta be like, oh, on this day I can go fishing.
I'm going fishing. Yeah.
Like you gotta literally plan out your schedule. So like that's the thing is like I plan out. I'm like I'm gonna do this on this day at this time. That day and that time comes around, and guess what? Something else popped up.
Something happened, and you can't. Yeah.
Well, that's a little more important to go to.
I'm learning, man. I need to do the calendar thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've neglected doing that.
I'm telling you, so I don't do it, and
I don't either. But
very
I'm
thankful for.
You got
her.
Yeah, she does it for you. Yeah.
She does all the calendar. If you go you go out in the kitchen, it's wrote down on a calendar who's on the podcast, what day.
And then if you're doing an event somewhere, it's on there.
If it's a Planet X event, if it's a 95 event,
I got you. Yeah.
Any of that is wrote on that board.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I need to do that, man. I'm so terrible about it.
Yeah. That's a lot of legwork just doing that.
Well, it is, and so if you started doing that, then you would figure out, oh man, I'm booked up for 2 months, or you know what I mean. I've really got stuff 3 months from now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I got right now. Like there's supposed to be a different guest on here all the way out to September.
Oh, you're already booked that hard, yeah.
Yeah, as long as everyone follows through, we're good.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah.
So.
I dig it too, man. I like your little show, man.
It's just it's all about having a good time, talking about music or whatever interests you. So
right.
I'm trying to, with this podcast, I'm trying to reach out to the local community and trying to get people to push music more and trying to, or even
we're all in the same wheelhouse, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. If you music or you got another hobby you like to do, like let's get out and do it.
Yeah.
Like, inspire people to do more stuff.
Yeah, go outside, man. Don't stay in the house playing video games. Like get your butt outside, yeah.
And these phones are ruining people.
And they're ruining me, too. I mean, you know.
Like, there's a lot of times you catch yourself just watching videos all day.
Oh, well, even like at the party last night at my house, we're sitting there, and I'm looking around, there's people on phones. I'm like, man, there's so many people here. You don't have to be on your phone, you know what I mean? But you do have to be on there.
And
because
it almost becomes a distraction too.
It is. Well, you do have to be on there though because you're connected to all those people too. See, and if you're not on there now, you're neglecting them. See,
like I understand. I think I understand the social media side of it when it comes to you reaching out to those people to let them know things are going on. This is happening. This is happening.
Yeah.
You're reaching out for that purpose. That's a good purpose.
Yeah.
But these ones that are just on there.
Beating each other up and trolling and whatever. Yeah.
Or playing games all day.
Yeah, people do it, man. But yeah. She's over there playing games.
And she's over there playing games. But man.
Yeah, there's good side. I was a Facebook holdout. I never messed with social media at all.
Right.
Until last year when I got into the radio thing. I'm like, well, how am I gonna build a base? You know what I mean?
I honestly keep a Facebook because of the business thing.
Yeah.
The business side of the house is really. She gets mad at me because I don't see a lot of stuff she posts.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and that's because my Facebook is stuck on my podcast because I'm constantly
I got
updating stuff on that one.
Yeah, so yeah,
and my personal one's just kind of
your personal feed's gone.
Yeah. So
I mixed mine together inadvertently. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know what to do, so I didn't make a radio page. I made a Jeff Tucker page. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I figured that's the way people knew me. If I wanted my friends to listen to me on the radio, they wouldn't know my radio show, but they'd know me. And then it kind of went from there. And then everybody's like, "Well, you should do a radio show page." And I'm like, man, I don't want to change it now. I don't want to kill it. I feel like it works, so I'm just going to stick with what I'm doing. But I see the good and the bad in it. You know what I mean? Now I've got Instagram and Facebook and TikTok.
Instagram's one that I kind of haven't been managing. TikTok now, I do have a good TikTok.
For doing what you've got going on, TikTok's probably on point for you, probably, yeah. And it could be for me too. I've got like 2,800 followers on TikTok.
Wow.
But I don't go on there anymore though. I just don't use it like that. But
yeah, I've done a lot of skits and stuff on TikTok.
Yeah.
Lately, my thing is I'm making mixed drinks on there.
Oh, okay,
This is intoxicated with soda.
Yeah. So you showed them how to make the blue motherfucker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna show them this one, but I'm gonna let someone else show them because he's the one that introduced me to it.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
So I don't know if you know a guy named Jason Lodge.
Oh yes, I got him. I got him on Facebook.
So Jason is the one that introduced us to this.
Okay.
So when he comes on the show, he's
gonna do it. Yeah.
He's gonna do my TikTok for me. He don't know that yet, but.
Oh well, he might now.
Yeah, he might now. His brother now watches Chris Lodge, is an avid listener to this show.
Yeah. Okay.
Chris
cool.
Lodge has dang it, why am I drawing a blank here? Neon Warlords is his band.
Okay.
So it's him and another guy, and like they're phenomenal, and they're making their own music.
Yeah, where are they from? Yeah, see that's I see. You see
something
how
up
I
your
perked
alley.
up already. Yeah.
Neon Warlords. So Chris is from here.
Yeah.
The other guy's in Atlanta.
So they're based out of Sylvester though.
No.
Or this area anyway. Yeah.
I would say I don't know if they base their stuff out of Albany or Atlanta, one of the two. But like they kick ass. Like
I think I might have them. It's interesting, man. I got so many people on there now. I've got so many musicians on Facebook. I can't really, and I don't see everybody's stuff. Facebook's weird. Like you get glitchy. Like you don't see everybody's stuff. Sometimes people aren't posting that much, but I've got so many, and that's how I find people, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go check them out now. See if they got some.
Yeah, if Chris Lodge used to play in Doghead with his brother.
Okay,
Jason
cool.
Lodge.
Yeah.
So, and then he took his own path, and like, I'm telling you, they're good.
It's rock, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like it would be rock or punk or something, maybe. Yeah. I'm down for that. Yeah, I'm gonna go find them. Yeah, I'm gonna go listen and see. Yeah, I feel a radio show coming. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's fun, man. That's the fun part of it, man.
And then so Chris works at Portman's.
The music store. Yeah. Okay.
So if you ever walk in there, you might run into him.
Okay. Yeah. What I like to do is, I like to say, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, man. I'm winging that thing. You know what I mean? I really don't. I don't know what I'm doing, but. I find a musician or a band on there. I go listen to their stuff, and I'm like, "Dang, this is good." And that's
the thing. You feel like you don't know what you're doing, but it seems like you know what you're doing. I got told.
Maybe, I've been winging this damn thing for a year. You know what I mean?
Same with me. Like, I got told by my friends like that have listened to the podcast. They're like, "You're really freaking good.
You're doing this. Yeah, you're doing this thing, man."
Yeah, I'm pulling everything out my ass.
I know, and that's like that with me too. I guess it's accidental that I didn't know I was going to do radio. I didn't, you know what I mean?
I had no clue I had this even.
I never had a dream to be on the radio. You know what I mean? Nothing, bro. And then here I am, you know.
And like for probably a year and a half, I shied away from even starting a podcast.
Yeah.
But I finally ran into the right person who can explain it to me.
Yeah.
and tell me, about it. And he was like, it's a lot of fun. It's,
Yeah.
you just got to come up with your purpose and do this.
Yeah,
and
whatever.
that.
Well, and it might morph on you, right? You might be here now doing this, and then something might click later, and you're like, oh, well, this is what it's going to be about. You know what I mean? Or just
And I think that's where I had the moment of I want to push the local music.
Right. Well, your local people are going to support you more than anybody else do. These independent bands, that's what I've learned. Like, so these little guys, man, they're going to. Man, if you play their music or you talk to them or you give them the time of day, they're gonna be your biggest supporter, man. They're gonna push it.
Exactly. I want to push the local music. I want to even the local events that come on around because if Tifton ain't got anything on, guess what? I push what Albany.
There's something in Albany.
So
there's gonna be something.
Yeah.
There's gonna be something in Albany. There's gonna be something in Tallahassee. There's gonna be something in Macon. There's
all
gonna be
these close places. So.
Yeah, man. Even Columbus. I would go as far as Columbus probably for
you. Yeah.
For
that's
something.
About
That's a
2-hour drive from us?
For me, it's probably 3.
Yeah, it's about 2 hours for us. Tallahassee's a 2-hour drive.
And it's interesting once you start getting into those clicks, like we are, like you're getting into that, or what, and the radio click. Once you get into those clicks, they start. I have something from Columbus that just followed me the other day. It's a River City Entertainers group or something like that. And then so they keep like showing me all these new artists that are playing in Columbus this weekend, and there's so much going on over there. But
what's crazy to me on my stuff is I kind of started following the local event pages and stuff.
Right, yeah.
And like Sylvester, they like stuff I post.
Yeah, that's cool, right? They're supporting you. That's what I'm saying. The local people will.
Tifton,
yeah.
They like what I post.
Yeah, so they'll support you more than anybody, right?
And being seen on their pages.
That's exactly right.
Is gonna just draw attention.
Yeah,
so.
You tag them, they tag you. It works, man.
It's
learning how to work that social media group, man. It's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I've accidentally tripped upon how to do it. I didn't know, like I say, nobody showed me nothing, man.
It's an amazing tool of today.
It is. So. You just learn how to use it. You got to stay. We were talking about this last night. You got to stay consistent. You know what I mean? So
right. You do every Tuesday, no matter what. And guess what?
I'll be sick in there like.
I know this. This is gonna air Friday, but guess what? Tuesday you were in the office or in the studio.
I was in the studio at the radio station. Yes.
At the radio station on the 4th.
I'm going tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not 2 days from now. It'll be the Independence Day. I don't know what show I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna be in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you could do an Uncle Sam getting buffed.
Well, it's an Independence Day, so it fits that I'll just do all independent artists or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just I'll figure out a way to I'll make something. That's what I'm saying. I'm just winging it, dude. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You know what I mean? But I partied this weekend, so I didn't have time to put a show together. So between tonight and tomorrow, I'm going to build something. Yeah, right. I've got that long. I got to put 2 hours of music together.
And then
I don't have to talk like what we're doing now. You just got to talk. This is it. You know? Unless you're going to slide some music in and edit it and stuff later.
I mean, I have an intro song.
Yeah, but I mean, like you're not. See, in my case, I don't have to talk so much. I play 3 songs and then talk just a little bit, and then play 3 songs or 4 songs and talk just a little bit. And yeah, sometimes something clicks where you want to stop all of a sudden and say, hey, I'm going to talk now, But yeah,
right.
It's different. The podcast scene's a little different, man.
Yeah,
so,
but
it's cool. Yeah,
I love this. This is truly. It's an honor to be able to bring people.
Right. It's kind of cool, man. I love sitting in front of a microphone now.
Yeah. It's so comfortable, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got to where it's like.
I had such stage fright that and even today, like sometimes I will not speak in a microphone.
Right.
When I'm in a bar, I don't know why.
Oh yeah, well it's because there's like so many eyes on you right there.
All them eyes.
Yeah, that's why I don't do karaoke. I mean, plus I can't sing worth a darn, but yeah.
But I got behind this microphone.
Yeah.
All shit hit the fan. I was letting everything out that's ever happened. Yeah. And just being myself.
That's it. So you can do that, right?
And then I feel extremely comfortable.
Yeah, it is.
And next thing you know, I'm getting pulled in to do karaoke. And I'll tell you, I am super monotone.
Yeah.
I have no rhythm, nothing. Guess what? I'm up there doing karaoke, regardless of what them people think.
We ain't worried about what nobody thinks,
I got this little thing. A lot of times I've said it, I was like, just get ready for your ears to bleed.
And here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. This is fitting to happen, y'all.
Yeah, this is fitting to happen.
Yeah,
so.
I just never had the want to get up and do that. But like I say, man, the microphone's crazy now. I like it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The first time in the radio station, I was like, oh, I didn't even know what to say. You know what I mean? 8 o'clock hit, my show, I have a lead-in song. It played. When it's over, I've got a stop sign.
Yeah.
The show stops. I got to turn the mic on and start talking, right? And I'm sitting there, you know what I mean? I was like,
you don't know what to say. Like,
yeah.
At the beginning, too, like, there's a lot of pauses I had. And
Yeah.
I would have to
The more comfortable you get with it, yeah.
edit all that out. Now, I don't have nowhere near as many pauses and stuff like that.
Right, and I'm bad about going, or something. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. Every now and then I get somebody like text me like, you did it again. I'm like, what did I do? I'm sorry, y'all. I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're not supposed to. I'm sorry. I did it. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's like you're filling time, or you're accessing some part of your brain or something. Sometimes, like you say, I'm winging it. I don't have anything written down. I'm fixing to talk. You know what I mean? So I'm just.
It's all coming off the top.
Yeah.
Of your
So
dome,
every now and then you kind of get stuck. You're like, you know what I mean? It happens,
like,
right? Yeah.
Good thing with this, I get to edit those out.
Yeah, and see on live radio.
On you're live.
I'm and then they're like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Shit.
Yeah. Sorry, I did it again. But anyway, yeah.
It's probably helpful though when you do have someone to talk to in there.
Well, it is a little bit. It's a blessing and a curse to have people in there, because you could get too scattered and talk too. I want my show to be about music. Everybody's a little different, right? Your show here is, we're talking. My show, I want it to be. I want to feature the music. I want to talk a little bit. I mean, I don't want to be the star of the show. I want the music to be the star of the show, right? So, yeah.
I get what you're saying.
You start getting people in there, then you start talking, and you just get carried away talking, and then the music kind of takes a backseat a little bit or something. You know, that's just my opinion. How you
got some people who come in to listen to the music, and that's what they want to hear is the music.
I have so many people that text me on Facebook, and so I do social media stuff while I'm in there. I have people like listening, and they're like, that last song kicked ass, and I'm like, yeah, okay, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And so people like to hear new music. They like when you bring them new stuff. You know what I mean? So I get that, and it's cool. I enjoy that feedback, And then people request music and stuff. I like to think
that's cool too.
I like to think we're like old school DJs, right? If nobody's telling us what to do. You know what I mean? iHeartRadio or something. I shouldn't even said their name, but anyway, they're going to tell you what to do. You talk this long. You talk about this. You know what I mean? Then you play this song. You got to play it. Yeah. You got to play it 15 times or whatever,
No, that's the one thing Crystal preached about Pretoria Fields.
Yeah, each DJ is doing their thing, man.
Doing a different thing.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, you are usually not going to hear the same song.
Not very often. I play some repeats, man, some of my favorite stuff. But, I literally have people calling in requesting music from independent artists from Seattle that don't have radio play. You know what I mean? But they play on Pretoria Fields, and then people like, hey, man, that band, whatever, MTR Project, I want to hear that song, the Painted One. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I got it, man. And I'll stick it back in there. So, and then I text the guy, man, in Seattle, and I'm like, dude, people are requesting your song, man. And he's like, that's freaking sick, man. People are requesting my stuff in Georgia, man. I'm like, yeah, all the way in Georgia, dude, yeah.
You need to get out here and play.
Yeah, we got to get you over here. But, man, it's so expensive to get people to come,
Mm-hmm. That's one thing, like, especially an independent artist who doesn't really. Yeah, I mean, they might have money because they have good jobs on the outside.
Yeah, they mostly don't, man. You know what I mean? They're not going to.
A lot of times they don't.
Yeah, this cat's not going to be able to come to, let's say, Albany and play for $1,000 gig or something. You know what I mean? Unless he wanted to take a loss just to get his name out there, And some do that, but.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's a lot of. You got to drive all the way down here with all your
from
equipment.
wherever you're coming from. Yeah, it's unless they're already touring, and it's
a touring band's a lot easier to probably get because they're already on the road.
It's difficult, man. So that's the thing. So that's where I come in, or people like us come in. We can find those people and we can share their stuff, and they don't have to come over here and play because you can hear it because we found them and we play their stuff.
Right. And then possibly they get big enough to be able to.
Hopefully they remember us, and you know what I mean, or whatever. Yeah.
Always, I got told the other day, when you get big, always remember us.
Yeah, I mean,
small people.
Yeah, don't forget where you came from, and whatever. A lot of these bands are like that, So, yeah, I mean, and I understand they get busy, man. These people get busy. I mean, I'm understanding now. Sometimes I can't keep up with notifications on, yeah. So I can imagine if you've got 1 million people following you,
Yeah, like and people, these artists that are on the
they have to
road,
hire managers to do their stuff for them. Yeah,
they're doing 200 shows a year.
yeah, that's wicked, right?
You know,
Yeah.
so you think there's only 365 days a year.
Yeah,
200 of those days they're
doing
a show.
and they're driving to that show from somewhere, so they're
Yeah.
constantly on the road and stuff. Man.
Constantly on the road that whole year.
It's yeah, it's unreal. Yeah,
So you don't live in an actual home.
and most of them aren't making a great living. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
just doing it because they love it, dude. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Just like we talked about Jelly Roll earlier.
Yeah,
so
yeah, we got to get on
You
him.
need to watch that.
His it's on Hulu, right?
Yeah.
His documentary.
His documentary is freaking amazing. It is. I mean, you start to understand even more where it came from.
Right.
When he did that. He stayed lived in a van, traveling in his van to
Just
different
underground, man. Just
locations. Underground. And he said even then he was doing like 200 shows.
Yeah, so, man, I literally, we talked about it earlier. I mean, I've been following him since before he had tattoos on his face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was like 18, clean looking kid, man, hanging drywall for a living or something. Did like a 15-minute freestyle rap on, and exploded. But these guys, man, were doing like guerrilla marketing and stuff. They're climbing up on water towers and painting, CWB and just different things to advertise their wares.
Yeah.
I mean, so like they would go up and just rob a billboard, just like paint the whole billboard. Jelly Roll, Haystack. Well, CWB, it was called Crazy White Boys. They were like a group, and CWB. You know what I mean? And now they've got. I see Jelly Roll stuff. I saw one of his. And this is still his Renegade stuff. Now he probably doesn't have to do this anymore, but
No.
I see they're doing it.
He talks about that too.
Yeah, so there's the Duke Boys was one of the bands that he was with, and it was like 3 or 4 rappers together, which now he's pretty much doing country stuff, but Michael Knight, the General, somebody else. And they got RVs going around with raps, and it's got their faces on the side, and it says the Duke Boys Denim and Chrome Tour or something like that. But there's none of the bands in there, but you would think they are, and they're just slinging their CDs out, man, for $5 a piece. There's like guys in there, they'll pull up at the store in Moultrie. I've seen them in Moultrie a couple times, like at the gas station. You go in, man, is Jelly Roll in there? Yeah, you want me to get him to sign this? Yeah, no, he ain't in there, dude. But, they're selling their CDs, though, for $5 or $6 a piece. So, yeah. That's guerrilla marketing, man. Those guys, they've been hustling for a long time. I've just seen them doing it, man. It's crazy. Does he cover that at all? I bet he don't.
No, he doesn't cover
I bet he can't
anything.
cover that because that's some guerrilla stuff there they doing,
Yeah,
man.
he doesn't cover any of that stuff.
Yeah.
But, he covers about it starts off with a little bit of his history and stuff and integrates his project that he just recently did.
Oh, yeah.
It starts off from his earlier days.
Right, just struggling, trying to make it as a musician.
And then, it goes into a bunch of stuff with him. I don't want to spoil it.
No, I'm going to watch it. Yeah, I'll watch it. I've got Hulu. I'll definitely watch it. I like Jelly Roll, man. He's good, yeah. And it's good to see him succeed finally because he's been underground, like I said, hustling, doing that stuff I'm talking about for years, dude, so here he is now. He got won Grammys and stuff. I mean,
he's top notch.
Yeah,
so.
He's out there now. He's no longer underground.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. And you'll see like how he progressed through all that.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
I mean, honestly, if anyone's listening to this, watch a documentary about
him.
Very inspiring.
The other thing he did is he did like a lot of what do you call it? Just where other artists were doing a song and would have him just like do some of the song. He would like accompany them all the time, just record real quick. He's with so many other artists, man. He's constantly doing something, dude. He's put so much stuff out. You can find it if you just go look. I mean, like I had a Stray, which is a guy from Detroit, Michigan, on my show here recently, and him and Jelly Roll did something together. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, man. And this guy's now signed with Shady Records.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, the Stray guy. But yeah, he's like, yeah, man. So what happens? Jelly Roll was doing a local show. Like there's like 100 people in this bar, and he said the guy I was with had bank. He had money. I don't have money. He said, but this guy wanted to talk to Jelly Roll and get him to do a song with him real quick, do a recording, and he paid him, whatever. What do you charge to do this? And Jelly Roll gave him a price. They went and recorded. So Stray's there, and he's like, man, how much would you charge me to do one with me? He said, oh, just come on. So he kind of did it kind of for nothing with the guy, and then, just
Jelly Roll is like when it
because
comes
they
to-
were already at the studio and whatever. He's like, screw it, man, come on, let's do it. You know what I mean? And did a one take Timmy, and now this guy's got a song with Jelly Roll. You know what I mean?
That's freaking pretty dope.
Yeah. That's cool stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's that rub and elbow stuff we were talking about. See,
Yeah.
they just went to a show thinking maybe we can get him to do something with us, you know, and then they did. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, like.
And now he's a Grammy artist, you know.
Yeah, and like as it goes, like it seems like it gets easier. So I met one person, then that person knew the other person, and then next thing you know, I met
snowballs getting bigger, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it gets bigger and bigger, and it gets easier.
Yeah.
So like
rolling downhill pretty fast all of a sudden, yeah.
Now next thing I know, I have this one person talking about me to someone who's like, damn, I need to meet that person.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, and hopefully every time you bring somebody in, we all share each other's stuff, man, and more people pick up your podcast, more people pick up the radio. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I trust me.
I know. I see you doing it. Yeah.
I post the radio all the time.
I see you doing it, man. And that's a blessing. We need people to do that, man. Yeah.
So.
We're small, man. We're small, independent. Just
and that's the thing. We're the independent. That's gonna hopefully make.
Got to support each other. Yeah, that's right. I mean, if without helping each other, nobody's gonna go anywhere.
No one's gonna know anything either. If I don't tell other people like outside of here,
right?
Like how else are they gonna find it? Like
they're not. Yeah.
Like you need the.
They're not gonna accidentally stumble across it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's like once in a blue moon.
You got to share your link. You got to share the name of your show. You got to share it.
Like exactly. Share your link, and then next thing you know, that one person then took it
and maybe it's been crazy, man. I've had people tell me, oh well, we got 10 people over here listening, and I'm like, oh, you're having a listening party? They're like, yeah, dude, we're having a whole charcuterie board and blah blah blah. Like, that's crazy, man. Yeah. But so hopefully people's doing that for you too.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
With that.
Do you get a lot of feedback? I mean,
I get some.
It's fun, yeah. That's the cool part to me. I like the interactive. So the more you interact with them when they do that, then you know what I mean.
I generally tell them I don't care if it's hate crime. Like if
that's right.
Your hate, it just feeds me.
Well, if they're hating on you, that means you did something right.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I agree with that. Like,
you're there. They don't hate you just because you're there. You know what I mean? You did something. So
I did something to spark something.
Yeah, you did something. Yeah, you fired something in their head, and they're like, oh yeah, dude, you're.
If they're sending me some hate mail and stuff, they definitely told their buddy about me too.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And so and then I don't want to be a controversial person, but I mean, like, it pays money if you know what I mean. Like you say, you start jabbing back and forth with them and going back and forth on Facebook and stuff. Next thing you know, there's more people like, oh, we got to see what this guy's about. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right. So
Howard Stern, the next Howard Stern sitting over here, shock jock, so true.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, it's been an honor.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. I've had fun, man.
So,
I think we covered everything. We did. Yeah. Oh no, we didn't. We didn't hit the future events. We got to do that.
The future events, the one I wanted to talk about was the September 30th.
Yeah, it's Rocktoberfest.
Rocktoberfest.
Yeah. So it's basically going to kick off the Oktoberfest. We're a beer first place. You know what I mean?
That's where Silver Sail will be.
Silver Sail, Velcro Pygmies. I'm really not sure who all we've got locked in.
The Loves are also supposed to do something.
I think they were
going to
do.
Stage.
I think they were going to do a filler somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Who else do we have? We've got Lord, man, I'm supposed to know and I don't right now, but
that's fine.
I do know the big ones are the Pygmies, Silver Sail. Maybe Fast Food for Mutants, I think.
Oh, yes.
And I love those guys, man. They kick ass. I'm going to play some of their stuff, I think, this week. I'm going to do all independents this week on my radio show, so I think, which by this time this airs, that radio show will be gone, but I think I'm going to do like just that kind of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, we just, there's another band that's been traveling around that does a bunch of stuff called the Bastard Sons.
Yes, I haven't got a chance. They actually did together at the O recently.
Yeah, we went to.
Was that a good show?
Their energy level is through the freaking roof.
Really? Yeah. See, I need to check them out.
Fun as shit too.
I also know. I think that maybe fast food just did they had something coming. Maybe it's this month, the 27th. They've got something in Tallahassee with a band from Macon or somewhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they're getting around a little bit. I like them. I like that they're pushing their original stuff. I like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I haven't got the chance to hear them, but I'm actually helping running sound that night.
Oh wow! So yeah, you'll be at the September 30th. You'll be at Rocktoberfest.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you get a chance. I haven't seen them perform their stuff live, but I had Jason in the studio with me, and we played 3 or 4 of their songs. The whole band was gonna come. Something happened. Some of them couldn't make it, but yeah, we had man. Their music's good, dude.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm gonna play it.
What's funny is they knew who I am. So
Well, cool. Yeah.
yeah,
So
I think
you're
they've
so
listened.
true. You're so true. Yeah.
I'm so true.
Yeah. That's
they're
cool.
like-
Yeah.
they're like, oh, what's up, man?
Yeah,
They're
what's
like,
up, man?
"Oh."
Well, of course you're with 95 too. So once you're in that music circuit, man, all the
Mhm.
people kind of love each other. You know,
Right.
it's a different vibe. It's a whole different family, man. All the musicians. That's
really
what's cool.
is.
Yeah.
And like,
We're gonna ramble on again. We
yeah.
were trying to close a minute ago, but yeah, we did.
it's good. It's all fine. We try to bring everyone in.
Yeah.
To this music family that we
Yeah,
have,
it's cool,
so.
man. And so once you're in, and man, it's amazing. You know,
Mhm. But
it's not just radio people; it's the musicians, the radio people, everybody. It's like a big. It's
a big circuit.
It's amazing, man. It
Yep.
really is.
Yeah, and filled with nothing but good people too.
It's
Like,
a lot
that's-
of really good people.
But anyways, like I said, it's great having you, Jeff. Definitely gonna look forward to listening to your show.
Yeah, man.
and
Y'all
stuff.
stop in, man. Y'all just come and chill with me.
I'll throw the link in there to.
Yeah, appreciate
so
you,
it'll
man.
be easy to follow you.
Yeah,
and stuff
just
like that.
find me up. And I don't have a show Facebook, but you know, follow me on Facebook. Follow Jeff Tucker on Facebook, and that's how you keep up with me.
Right. All right. We love you guys.
Thank y'all.